Let's turn to the sports world. With Game 4 of the NBA Finals tipping off tonight in Milwaukee after the Bucks beat the Suns on Sunday. And while we wait, we are learning more about the money behind the scenes off the court after a bombshell report from ProPublica detailed how mega-rich sports team owners use their teams to avoid paying taxes. Take Steve Ballmer, for example. He's the billionaire owner of the LA Clippers. According to this report, he only paid 12% in federal income tax in 2018. That is a lower rate than players like LeBron James, who plays at the Staples Center. And more shockingly, a lower rate than the typical food worker at the Staples Center. But here's the real scandal. Don't be mad at Ballmer. Look to your lawmakers. All of this is totally legal. Let's dig deeper and bring in one of the reporters who broke this story. ProPublica investigative reporter Robert Federucci. Robert, our tax code allows sports team owners to take deductions on team assets like their cars that depreciate in value. You don't get to deduct your car. Walk me through how this works.
Yeah, so I mean, the original idea, right, is if you have a widget factory, you purchase a widget making business, over time, the assets that make up that business, so the widget conveyor belt, the widget maker, are going to break down and you're going to have to replace them. They lose their value. So for sports teams, though, the assets are media deals and player contracts and franchise rights. These are assets that sort of automatically regenerate. And not only do they not lose value, they typically rise in value. But nonetheless, owners are able to write them off, and they're able to write off almost the entire purchase price of the team.
They rise in value a lot. So how much money is the government losing by allowing these write-offs to exist? Why on earth are they letting all this happen?
Sure. So take Steve Ballmer, for example. We found that during a recent 5-year span, he reported $700 million in losses from the Clippers. What that means is that he was able to pay about $140 million less in taxes. That number is inevitably only going to grow and probably grow dramatically. What this tax treatment does for owners, essentially, it allows them, if they're profitable, it allows them to tell the IRS they're actually losing money. And if they happen to actually be losing money, they can tell the IRS they're losing vastly more money. And that money, that those losses cancel out profits from other ventures, and they don't have to pay taxes on them.
Okay, this is completely insane because we're sitting here looking at an infrastructure deal and how we're going to pay for it and talking about taxing rich Americans, families whose household makes $400 grand or more. 400 grand, these team owners blow their nose with 400 grand, and they are not paying taxes legally. Are there any lawmakers pushing to close these loopholes? And if so, how do we do it?
Sure. So, I mean, one type of response we got from owners was, look, if you take away this amortization benefit, the entire American economy is going to break down. But in reality, not too long ago, sports teams were not able to take these kinds of write-offs. The IRS would insist that the assets that they were writing off actually had real lifespans and were actually losing value. It wasn't until 2004 that Congress completely threw their hands up and allowed all types of assets to be written off in this way. So, it didn't always work this way. And, like you said, it's in the hands of Congress and the president to change it.
Okay, you heard it here first. The entire American economy will not collapse if this is changed. People who defend this say that owners do have to repay the taxes if and when they sell the team. But that's like getting a massive interest-free loan from the government. And this is how super rich people operate. I'm just going to borrow and borrow and borrow when regular people out there would never be able to get a loan like that from the government.
Sure. And not just that. I mean, a lot of owners will die while holding their team. And if that happens and you pass your stake on to an heir, the heir never has to repay those taxes that you saved. That's just a loss for the American government.